All right, so we're going to discuss double play feeds. As mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that we're about 5 off the bag and 5 steps back in double play depth. This ensures that we're in a good area to get to the bag for either a steal or a double play ground ball to where we're not running or covering a large distance, okay? So just as we discussed earlier, make sure, as in everything we do in the infield, that we create that triangle type formation, okay? With our hands, we're going to get the baseball with our wrists. We're not letting it travel into our body, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and roll you a few ground balls, okay? The first one we're gonna work on is an underhand feed toss. Obviously, we only want to use the underhand feed when a ball is hit in close proximity to the bag, okay? We want to be moving to our left if we make an underhand toss, okay? Or the only other instance we can make an underhand toss besides moving to our left as an infielder is if a ball is hit on a one-hop line drive to us to where we have plenty of time to go ahead and underhand toss that ball to second base, okay? The most important thing with an underhand toss is that we've got to make sure that our second baseman can see the baseball, okay? If I move to my left on a ground ball, I get in this area here, I get to my triangle position, I field it, and then I make this movement and cover the ball with my glove, my second baseman can no longer see it. If I try to force it out of my glove with 2 hands, my second baseman is not picking the baseball up in enough time to make sure that he can properly secure it, okay? What we want to do is when we get to that triangle position, we field it here. Our first movement, as we're moving our momentum toward the bag, needs to be to pull the baseball out of our glove, separate it. So now that my second baseman can see the baseball the entire way, okay? He doesn't have to guess when he's gonna have to receive it. He sees it from the second that I get it out of my glove, okay? So I'm here, I'm moving to my left, expecting an underhand toss. I make sure I feel it on my left side, just like everything else in the infield. My first movement needs to be to take the ball out of the glove, okay? And then I use the analogy a lot of times, feeding a horse, okay? If you feed a horse grass with your fingers up, he's gonna bite your fingers. Same thought process with this flip. We wanna make sure we have an open palm, okay? So that my second baseman, not only does he see it the second it comes out of my glove, but now I've got an open palm to where he can see it the whole time as I guide it up to him, okay? Lastly, we get to the baseball, field it on the left side, make sure the ball is separated out of the glove. We got flat fingers, our fingers are not covering the baseball. We've got to flip and then follow our throw. Here it comes, I've got the ball out, I'm ready to flip it to my second baseman. I flip it and then I follow it with my momentum, okay? That is because if I do not follow my flip, notice the arc on the baseball. If I field it here and then go right to here, notice there's an arc on the baseball. My second baseman is now not only waiting for the baseball, waiting for the runner to slide in him, but he's got to also rush the throw to make sure we have an opportunity to get the guy at first base, okay? So just to go over the steps again, we field the ball on our left side, we separate it out from our glove, we make sure our palm is open and our fingers are away from the baseball, we flip and follow our throw. Get the ball out of your glove, show your second baseman. Nice job.